7 copywriting tips for beginners. Now, far too many marketers don't know what sales copy is or why it matters. Worse, they write uninspired copy that turns off consumers and give their competitors the advantage. So what exactly is sales copy? Sales copy is a text that persuades consumers to buy a product or service. You can write sales copy in a paragraph form, create lists, or overlay it on an image. The best sales copy focuses on how the end consumer can benefit from whatever you are selling. In many cases though, sales copy is too dry for consumption. It puts the reader to sleep. While you don't need to turn your sales page into the next thriller novel, you should play with language and voice to give visitors a reason to keep reading. And here are 7 copywriting tips that you can start using today.
Copywriting tip number 3, and that is spend 80% of your time doing research and only 20% of your time writing. Now, one of the mistakes I see a lot of beginner copywriters make is they get all excited. They can't wait to go to their laptop, or you grab a pen and you grab your legal pad and they start writing. That's not what you want to do. You want to spend a majority of your time researching about your prospect, getting to know what are their frustrations, what are their pain points, what are their goals, where do they want to get to. Once you know a lot about your prospects, you'll have much easier time crafting a message that speaks directly to them, something that they would resonate with, versus you rush into it, you just want to write. If you do your job right, if you do your research right, when you actually write that copy, it is so much easier and so much faster. So spend a lot of time thinking about it, just researching about it, right? Just think it through. Think about the hooks, think about the pain points, think about the messages before you write a single word.
Too many times in copywriting, we make a big claim, but it's not very specific and therefore it isn't very believable. Basically, with any claim you make, you want to see if you can also be specific in your claim, because that's going to make people believe that claim. Copywriting, in a real basic nutshell, is making claims and then proving that those claims are true. So an easy way to do that is to make your claim specific. And we do that by using numbers, by using statistics, by using any kind of numbers you can in your copy. An example of being specific might be, instead of saying how to lose weight with this new program, you might say, new program guarantees you'll lose 7 kilos in 7 weeks.
Now, the second copy tip is read Amazon reviews of a product. Why would you read Amazon reviews about a particular type of product? The reason is because you can see exactly what people are thinking about a particular type of product, what they care about, what they want in the product, what language they use, what words they use, and particularly look at the 3-star or lower reviews, people who had a problem with the product. Look at what people are desiring with a product, and it doesn't need to be the exact same product you're selling. For instance, if you want to market a product on how to make money, you could find books that talk about how to make money. If you want to market a weight loss product, find a weight loss product on Amazon. If you want to market skincare, photography equipment, look up those types of products. And find the 1-star, 2-star, 3-star reviews on those products and see what people are saying. Because if you can address the biggest concerns of people when they're buying these sorts of products, you're going to have a winning ad. You're going to create a winner. If you're addressing all those concerns with your writing, you will sell the product.
Your headline is really important. 8 out of 10 people read the headline, only 2 out of 10 will read the rest of your content. If your headline doesn't draw people in, they're not going to read the rest of your copy. Your headline should state and address the problem. By doing that, much more people are likely to read the rest of your copy. Whether it's short or long, some people say, oh, no one's going to read long copy, and others say, oh, too short, doesn't convert well. That's actually wrong. Copy length doesn't matter. All that matters is answering objections. And if you can answer all the concerns that people have in a short amount of text, good for you. If you can't, then you need to write longer text, right? So again, length doesn't matter, but answering people's concerns and objections does matter.
Use Reddit threads. Reddit is a copywriting goldmine. To use it, head over to a subreddit where your customer hangs out. Then take a look at threads that have lots of comments. For example, let's say that you just launched a new keto diet bar? Well, you'd head over to keto and paleo subreddits and search for bars. Then pay attention to the exact words and phrases that people use to describe what they like and don't like about the bars they've tried so far. For example, I found tons of awesome copy in this one thread, copy that would work great for a landing page or Facebook ad.
Copywriting tip number 5, and that is building your own swipe files. Now, what do I mean by that? Think of your swipe files, they are your copywriting vault, okay? So as a beginner, because you don't have a lot of experience, what you want to do, you want to study other people's work. You want to look at other people's emails, other people's landing pages, other people's letters and marketing messages and catalogs and everything that they do, full page ads. Because when you study other people's work, you start picking up patterns. So when you need to write something, the last thing you want to do is you turn on a computer and you're staring at a blank screen and trying to come up stuff. That's very, very difficult to do. That's not what professionals do. Professional copywriters, they have this archive of swipe file. They would refer to, hey, you know what? I need to write a campaign for a supplement product, okay? Instead of trying to, well, let me think, it's gonna be, I think I'll sell it this way, this will be the offer. No, they would go back and say, oh, okay, in the last 5 years, 10 years, what are some of the ads? What are some of the proven offers selling this similar product, right? Maybe in a supplement niche that I could look at. Oh, here's a hook that works. Here's an angle that works. Here's a headline that works. What they do is they look at all of that and say, okay, I think I could come up with something that's similar, right? Or maybe I can change the angle a little bit, depends on what you're selling. And then boom, there you go. So it's not about creativity for the sake of creativity. Oh, I want to come up with something that no one's ever came up with. That is stupid, okay? You don't want to do that. Because when you go to the bank, when you deposit your copywriting check, right? Someone hires you to write the copy. No one is going to ask you, hey, is this your original idea here? Right? The teller is not going to ask you that. The teller just wants to know how much you deposit. They don't care. They do not care. So it's not about creativity. And they also don't care how long it took you to write this piece of copy. They do not give you less money if you say, oh, it took me like a long month, man. You have no idea. I was sitting in front of my computer and I spending hours on it, or you know what? I spent 1 day on it, that's it. They don't give you more money for spending more time. They don't give you less money if you spend less time. It doesn't matter. So be smart building up your swipe file. I have a massive, massive swipe file in my library. I mean, like thousands and thousands. Just to give you an idea. You know those 3-ring binders, like those 3-ring binders with like this thick? I've got probably 60, 70 of those in my library that I've collected over the years. I could easily think of, if I need a campaign, hey, here's a campaign from X number of years ago that has produced $5 million, $10 million. Right there, I would know what are some of the proven campaigns and winning pieces that I could get ideas and inspiration from. So build your own swipe file. You see?
Lastly, if you still don't know where to start, there is Funnel Scripts. So what Funnel Scripts is, it's a software as a service that you can use to write your sales copy for you, or if you're creating a video, you're not sure what to say, you can go to Funnel Scripts and then input, answer some questions, and Funnel Scripts will actually give you a whole copy, everything written out for you. So all you have to do is answer the questions, hit on build, and the copy will come up for you in full. So let me show you what it is like inside of Funnel Scripts. Alright, so once you log in into Funnel Scripts, this is what you will see. This is the main dashboard of Funnel Scripts, and as you can see over here, there are many kind of scripts that you can actually do. You can do advertising scripts, you can do bullet scripts, case studies, content scripts, email scripts, sales letter scripts, and all that kind of stuff, right? So, but what I want to really show you is this really powerful tool. It's called the titles, headlines, subjects. Under the titles, headlines, and subject lines column, and you go over to killer headline scripts. Now, why do I say this is one of the most useful parts of Funnel Scripts? Is because that in all forms of copy, if you've watched the tips earlier on, some of them actually mentioned that, you know, headlines are actually one of the most important parts of your entire copy. If they don't read your headline, there's a 97.5, you know, actually there's a 99% chance that they're not going to read any further down. The headline is what they see first, and that is why you want to be sure that you capture their attention over there. So I want to show you how it looks like to build to write your headlines with Funnel Scripts, right? So for example over here, let's use the example of a stock investing course, right? So all you have to do is click on it, and so for this example, we're going to be selling a stock investment course, right? So here are some of the questions. So this is what it will look like. They'll ask you what your niche, what is your niche audience, what is your main keyword number 2, the title of what you want them to buy, you know, what is the thing that holds the solution they want, and all that kind of stuff. What is a pain they want to avoid in this area? What is a roadblock? And so you probably take about 5-10 minutes to answer all these questions if you already know what they are. But if you don't, then probably maybe about half an hour or 1 hour to answer all of these questions. So once you're done with these questions, what you want to do is just hit build, and from there you'll see all of these headlines over here. See the how-to headlines, right? The how-to headlines: how to pick more money making stocks without losing money on stocks, how to earn a double-digit return on your stock investment in as little as 7 days. And if you don't want the how-to type of headlines, you can also use the X ways to get what you want headlines, which is like quick and easy ways to pick more money making stocks. Foolproof methods every beginner investor can use to earn a double-digit return on your stock investment every time, guaranteed. So yeah, if you ever have a problem with writing copy, so the idea here is that Funnel Scripts is here to help you solve all your copywriting headaches by helping you, and all you have to do is just answer all those questions, and once you've answered those questions, it will generate all this copy for you, right? And as you can see, if you already know what the answers are to the questions, you can actually do this very quickly, right? So that is Funnel Scripts for you. Alright, so those are my 7 copywriting tips for beginners. And just before you go, remember to subscribe to my channel and watch all the other videos that I've prepared for you guys. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye bye.